Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil, and I'm going to just do a quick video here, guys. I'm going to give you the 3 best mod sets in the game. So we're going to jump right into this, guys. Don't worry, the Wampa tribute will be at the end, as always. So, we are going to be looking at mods here, right? And the 3 best sets, we're going to speed into this, guys. I want to do a shorter video for you guys. You guys have been watching some longer videos, and I really appreciate it, but try and get one out fast. So, speed, offense, and health. Right? Those are the 3 best sets in the game because they're the most versatile. That you either want a character to survive for forever, you either want a character to hit really hard, or take a lot of turns. So from a set perspective, early on in the game, you don't want to be focusing anywhere else because you don't really have the characters yet that will benefit from those mods. What do I mean by this? I'm going to come down to Commander Luke Skywalker first. My Commander Luke is modded for offense and tenacity. If you're early in the game and you see this and you're like, oh, I need to farm tenacity mods now, just take a time out and tell yourself, not yet. You don't have the roster yet where while you're farming tenacity mods that you're going to be able to take full advantage of them, right? Tenacity is a very situational statistic. Yeah, it is. It's just, maybe stat's a better word. Statistic, that it's a very situational stat, right? That some characters really benefit from tenacity. Others, it just doesn't matter, right? So Commander Luke is one that does benefit from it. But early on, if you just mod him for offense and you mod him for health, you're going to get plenty of use out of him, and you'll pick up those tenacity mods along the way as you're ready to move on to another character. Same thing goes for someone like, Chewbacca, right? I've got him modded for tenacity. Later on down the road, early on, maybe you've got him modded for health or offense or, maybe even modded for speed, right? And then you eventually switch to tenacity while you're going for Commander Luke because you can now take advantage of those other, tenacity, right? We're trying to get that. And then potency, right? Early on in the game, potency is one that definitely helps more characters than not. But if you can only focus on the 3, right? The 3 big ones, speed, health, offense. Potency kind of comes later on when you're ready to start building specific teams that really rely on potency, right? You can start farming those mods up as you have more characters who will benefit from that. Because as you guys look through my roster, you're going to see that almost everyone has, at bare minimum, a speed, offense, or health set on them. And at times they've got, like speed, they've got both of the sets, right? Now, we're going to pause here, just take a minute. Han Solo here, crit chance, crit damage. Yes, critical damage is amazing. It is... On some characters, it is probably better than offense. But on some characters, critical damage is completely useless. And we're going to scroll up to a very high-profile character, and that is Beskar Armor Mando. His whistling birds, if I click out here just to show you guys this, his whistling birds cannot critically hit, right? Is it this one? Yeah, deal true damage, right? This cannot deal critical hits to enemies, right? It doesn't deal critical hits, so it's just primarily based on his offense, right? Trying to say it doesn't say critical hits, but it's true damage, which means it's not crits, right? Just trust me on that, guys. He can't score critical hits. The same thing gets said for characters like B1 Battle Droid and Droideka, where it's impossible for them to score critical hits. And then Dark Trooper here, he only scores a critical hit if he has advantage. Otherwise, he's not scoring critical hits, so offense works best on him. Now, why have I been going down this tangent of, because more characters in the game will benefit from offense because they either can't critically hit or, similar to tenacity, critical damage, critical chance are, situational boosts because that's dependent upon that character not having critical hit immunity or being able to be critically hit. So, a good example here, Lord Vader, when he drops below a certain threshold, his team can't be critically hit. General Kenobi gives out crit hit immunity. Starkiller can give out crit hit immunity. First Order can't be critically hit when they have advantage at times. So, offense serves that purpose that critical damage doesn't, that every hit will hurt more regardless of whether or not it's a critical hit or not. Speed. Speed is just one of those stats, right, that every character wants this. Like, I could preach about speed all day long about how important it is and all this other, garbage, right? Just keep in mind, guys, that speed is something that even, as you progress through the game, right? So I'm going to click on my Captain Phasma here, just this mod on her, right? It's got 12 speed. Maybe eventually I calibrate this, right? And I get this mod and it turns into one that's, plus 20 speed, right? Maybe I move it to another character and Phasma stays, maybe she moves up to 15 speed. Well, now I got a character who was at 15 is now at 20, and Phasma who's at 12 becomes 15, and another character becomes 10. Now, why is that relevant to this video? The whole point here is building up your mods so that as you progress through, you're going to have better and better mods in your inventory. So by focusing on those three primary mod sets, right, speed, health, offense, you're covering all of your bases. So the last one I haven't covered yet is health. Health is just so versatile. Every character benefits from health except B1 Battle Droid. So it's just a great filler mod, right? That, those other two are, take up 4 slots. So then it's time for, health to just come in there and kind of take the show, right? It doesn't mean that in some characters you don't want potency or critical chance at times, right? But early on, right, and later in the game, you'll find that a lot of characters just like that health set. That health adds another level of survivability of the character that can be missing. And when you look at anybody's Galactic Legends, you almost always have health on them because their health pools are so huge and so massive that you want to take advantage of it. But that's the video, guys, right? What are the 3 most important mod sets? Health, offense, and speed. If you don't get anything else out of the video, right? Nothing else. Health, offense, speed. Farm them as soon as you can. Farm them in excess. And then once you've got enough of them, start focusing on those other stats. Now, as always, guys, in every video I do, we must mention our Wampa. Wampa, you are my king, you are my hero, and if you could, you would subscribe to my channel. You guys, you've blown me away. We are over 1,000 subscribers. Let's try and hit 1,300 by the end of November. You all are amazing. I love you, legends and scholars. As always, guys, may the force be with you. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.